Hello and welcome to another video by Old Hiking Geezer. This video doesn't form part of the How Ireland Surprised This Englishman video series, but in some ways complements it. This time we take a look at a hopefully typically Irish town. We have a look around, we meet a couple of people, we have a sneaky look at the surrounding area, and we see what people do for enjoyment. It isn't comprehensive, it's just a snapshot aimed mainly at British tourists for information and inspiration, but it's also aimed at Irish nationals simply for entertainment. You may agree or disagree with what I've included, either way please comment. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So off we go, onwards and upwards. This is Tubbercurry. Tubbercurry isn't our hometown, but it's the nearest large town. Well, it's large if less than 3,000 people make it a large town. Let's have a look around. As we approach the junction to turn left, we see on the corner Mickey Mac's. Mickey Mac's is one of our favourite pubs, but more of that later. Go on mate, you go first. We're not in any hurry. This is Teeling Street, named after an 18th century Irish nationalist. Teeling Street contains most of the town's shops, including Barry's Pharmacy and SuperValu, which incorporates the post office. Gillespie's Sportswear and Gift Shop, McCormick's Shoe Repairs, more of that later, and Eurospar come next, along with Murphy's Hotel. They serve good food in there. Then we have Computer Bits, a great little computer shop, and Kilcoyne's Vets, and our doctor's surgery is opposite. Don't get the two confused, it does cause problems. We are now passing the library and council office building as we come back into the town from the opposite direction down Humbert Street. We turn into Wolftown Square, which, in common with many of the Irish town squares that I've seen, is actually a triangle. Theobald Wolftown, after whom the square is named, was an 18th century Republican revolutionary. We are now passing the famous Cawley's Guest House and Restaurant as we approach Wolftown Square from Emmett Street. On a summer's evening in late July, when the sky is clear and still glowing with the last light of day, the town centre has a very different and very pleasant atmosphere. Ahead of us is the May Queen pub. The May Queen will figure quite heavily later on in this video. Tubbercurry has a ring road, a lovely modern road called Circular Road. This is a common road name in this part of Ireland and possibly all over, but don't quote me on that. It is part of the N17 road that connects County Sligo and County Galway via County Mayo. We turn right, passing over where the railway used to run until it closed down, and through a small industrial area. If you follow this road west out of town, it will take you into the Ox Mountains and past the beautiful Loch Tout. I did a video on Loch Tout. Why don't you have a quick look after you finish watching this one? Tubbercurry, the second largest town in County Sligo, is a compact little place. Wolftown Square is at its hub, and as previously mentioned, Teeling Street is its shopping centre. The square holds many events during the year, and at Christmas is decked out with wonderfully attractive lights. This is the aforementioned Mickey Mac's, a lovely friendly pub. Now let's visit one of the local traders, McCormick's Professional Shoe Repairs. That isn't him standing outside, that's one of his friends. This is the place that my wife Gabby and I go to get our shoes repaired. In fact, that's a pair of my boots by his left shoulder. Now let's let the owner introduce himself as he chats with Gabby.
Ewan McCormick is my name. I'm working in this shop for the last 7-8 years, and I served my time with a local man when I was 12. The pictures that are here were painted by my grandfather back in 1942. He was a travelling showman, and he showed pictures and movies in all parts of Ireland, and he made the paintings to make some money for himself, to keep himself going at the time. So I'm here about 7.5 years. Before that I worked as a taxi driver in Sligo for 25 years. And then when I retired to the old age pension, I decided to buy some machines and come back to this work again. And it's good, very enjoyable.
Yes, it's special. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Here we see another pub, Foley's, and next door is a coffee shop cum cafe that was called From the Ground Up but is now called Jenny's, where they sell great cakes. Well, so my wife says. I'm diabetic, so I wouldn't know. But they do the best sausage rolls. That I definitely do know. Tubbercurry is blessed with another great coffee shop and cafe, Benjamin's, where they do the most superb sandwiches. I wanted to photograph a complete one, but the temptation was too great. Our next visit is to Bonanza, and what a fantastic little shop it is. Bonanza is Tubbercurry's only discount store, and the proprietor makes full use of every square inch of space. The range of products is absolutely incredible. There's toys to toilet brushes, grave decorations to gravy boats, ornaments to oven gloves, teapots to tarpaulin, camper vans to corn plasters, Gabby's fallen in love with this. And who says pigs can't fly? Gabby interviewed Bertie, the proprietor. Let's have a listen.
Well, I returned from America just before actually I went to America. We set up the shop, and it was a difficult time in my life, and I needed a little break in life, and I decided that Bonanza, we opted on the name Bonanza because it refers to a vein of gold or good chance, good opportunity, and we decided that, my wife and I, and there wasn't any discount shop in town at the time, and we decided it was a good proposition. So we're 25 years or more here now, and it's pretty close to retirement actually, but none of our family have any interest in it. So hopefully somebody that's energetic and likes what we do will do the same.
Yeah, it would be a shame to see it go. So long may you continue.
Well, I will be 65 this year, 66 next year, and pension 66. So we have a lot of other ideas, and we'd like to travel quite a bit. And we have 4 grandchildren now, so we'd like to obviously go and spend more time with some of them, and while we're able to do so. So Yeah, but we enjoy what we do here. But it's not easy. You have to source the product, and you've got to price it. You got to get out. Some people see me just sit here behind the counter and laughing and joking. That's wonderful too. But there is a bit of strategy and a bit of work to be done.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think that shop means to Tabakari?
Well, to be honest, it's more than just a shop. It's more than a business, because the amount of people that come into me just for chats, it's a social centre really. And you probably saw a little girl there. She's challenged disabilities and mental issues, and they come in here because they're actually barred out of a lot of other shops, and it's just an escape for some people. A lot of people come in here. They don't actually buy. They may buy sometimes, but they like to come in and just offload somebody to listen to them, and it's nice to be able to do that. I was in the same position myself, so I know what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, we like to come in. Most of the time we find something to buy, but it's just
exactly
such a...
It's lovely to chat, and I love to meet. Some people give off about people from different countries coming here. I find it most amazing and interesting to hear people different backgrounds, and that's exciting. It can be quite boring if you're meeting the same people all the time, hearing the same stories. So some people have wonderful adventures to tell.
Do you think there is anything you don't know about Tabakari? So I would imagine that you know pretty much everything.
I would know quite a bit about it, but as I say, with the change of personnel and people coming from different countries, it has changed dramatically. And as I say, that has brought a new vitality to the town. But at the same time, a lot of our culture is probably being eroded a little bit, but then again, you see the summer school here, and it just seems to have sprung to life again, so that's encouraging.
This is the famous Cawley's Guest House and Restaurant, where on Gabby's birthday they did everything they could to make it special. The butcher in Eurospar has some very strange cuts. My favourite sport back in the UK was Speedway, which unfortunately is not present in Ireland. I was never a fan of association football, but I always wanted to see Gaelic football. Well, I got my chance and I wasn't disappointed. I went to Kilcoyne Park to watch Tabakari take on Cullaney Malinabrina, which is a local derby, and I was hooked. The Irish love their sport, and those of you who haven't seen Gaelic football, just watch these snippets. The crowd was tiny, and most of the noise came from the team coaches, or whatever they're called. And the admission charge? £0. The other sport I want to see is hurling. This is where two teams chase after a ball and hit it extremely hard with a wooden stick. It is apparently the fastest ball sport in the world. There are some fantastic attractions around the area. Most of them you will need to drive to. But when you are driving on roads like this, it's no hardship. The Wild Atlantic Way winds through Sligo and some of the world's best coastlines. This is Sligo Beach. Don't worry, that's not loaded. Please be careful though, some of the beaches have severe riptides and swimming may be restricted. Despite this, the area is extremely popular with surfers, as you can see here. This is Dunmoran Beach. Beautiful, isn't it, gazing out onto the ocean? But don't forget to look inland or you could miss this. Whether you are religious or not, sites like this should be on your list of places to visit. There are many ruined castles in the area. This one is at Ballymote. Check out its connection to Glasgow Celtic Football Club. The inspiring Knocknaree, with a cairn on top purporting to be Queen Maeve's tomb. Please check out my video on our hike up this hill. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. The Caves of Kesh, also known as the Kesh Caves, and the megalithic cemetery at Carramore are only a stone's throw from Tubbercurry. Thousands of years of history right on our doorstep. But in my opinion, the best thing about this area is definitely the scenery. County Sligo doesn't have a monopoly on lovely towns. This is the nearby Carrick-on-Shannon in County Leitrim. And our beautiful county town, Sligo. I plan to do a video on Sligo soon, if I haven't already done it by the time you've watched this. St Patrick's Day was once a religious day of celebration, and still is, but now more than ever it's a day to celebrate Ireland and being Irish. I'm not Irish, but every day I feel I'm becoming more Irish. The day starts in Tubbercurry with a 5km and 10km road race. People come from all over to compete. Number 8 is our friend Paul from Essex, England. Now to Gertrude, which is the next village over, and their St Patrick's Day parade. The little kiddies love it. And in the evening in Mickey Mac's, the celebrations are in full swing.
For she lived in hope and prayed for her love on Monday day. It's so lonely nowadays.
August is the month that Tubbercurry holds a fair day, and we're there early to watch them set up. A large number of traders and tradespeople set up their stalls along Teeling Street. This is an old-fashioned sheep shearing machine, and the lady is holding the shears. Now just enjoy a few shots of some of the other attractions at the fair. And at the end of the day, into the pub. Be rude not to. Every year sees a music festival put on in Tubbercurry by the South Sligo Summer School. This includes music, song and dance, and lots of it. It may surprise you, considering my obvious love of Ireland, but I never used to like traditional Irish music. In fact, I probably came close to detesting it. Now I love it. It's infectious, and I hope they never find a cure. This is outside Jenny's and Mickey Mac's, where you've just got a group of people playing lovely music. And now over to the May Queen for a lovely accompaniment to a Guinness. And now over to Mickey Max for their live entertainment. And now back to the May Queen, but this time we're in the function room for the Friday night concert. This is just a small selection of the over 3 hours. Sorry for some of the colour change on this. That was the stage lighting. Anyway, I'll shut up now and let you enjoy the music.
And gave word he did days departed. Carries me back to the land of my dreams. We make the most of the old Sunday dinner a long time ago.
And hear the solo songs telling of old Ireland's wrongs outside the chapel gate in Coolidge.
So there you have it, a little look at our local town, a town that I've grown to love, and I hope that love shows. If you like the video, pop a thumbs up on it and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to see more content like this and my hiking videos, simply subscribe and switch on notifications. Well, it's bye for now, and it's onwards and upwards.